Hi everyone, I hope you're really well. We are back in the bedroom today because I thought it was high time that I went through my very famous and much mentioned skincare drawer of shame. So I kind of have two skincare drawers of shame, which is a bit shocking. One which was just like the stash, and the other which was supposed to be my daily stuff that I used, which I can tell you it wasn't really. It was, but it was more of just another place to stash everything. So what I thought we would do today is go through all of it. So this is kind of a skincare collection video, a little bit of a declutter as well, but also me just going through what I've got, trying to create some order and creating a current daily skincare routine for day and night. So if that sounds like your kind of thing and you want to see what's in my collection, what I've got rid of, and what I've decided out of my ridiculous stash that I want to be using on a daily basis for as long as possible, then you are in the right place. So let's change the angle and have a look at what on earth is in my current stash. Okay, so this is about all of it. I think I've had a look through everywhere that I could possibly have skincare, and yeah, this is pretty shameful. This bigger drawer here is actually my skincare drawer of shame that I refer to, but this smaller drawer is technically the drawer that houses stuff that I'm supposed to use on a more regular basis, and then this is either kind of backups or stuff I just haven't got to yet. But I can tell you that there's stuff in here that I don't use. So I have been desperate to sort this situation out. It's been doing my head in. So I think this is going to be a kind of current skincare collection video, and hopefully a bit of a declutter as well, because there's a ridiculous amount of stuff here, and I just want to identify what stuff is stuff that I do actually want to use but is maybe a backup, what stuff I just don't want to use and I just need to put somewhere else or give to someone, and yeah, come up with a bit of a routine, because I've got a lot of different routines here that I could be doing, and I'd like to start testing products a bit more consistently. So my thinking is the best way to tackle this is to basically put everything into piles. So moisturizers, masks, treatments, serums, those kind of things, and then from there I can hopefully come up with some routines, and then along the way I can obviously ditch stuff as well. So let's just get everything dumped out, shall we? Okay, that looks absolutely horrendous. So I'm really hoping to slim this down quite a bit. I think the problem is when you do like a box like Latest in Beauty, then you've had 2 advent calendars, plus I had a lot of stuff anyway. This situation needs to be managed. So let's just get through this as quickly as possible, I think. So I think I'm just going to organise all of this into piles, and then we'll be back to talk about some of it in just a second. Okay, we're back. I thought I would dismount you from the tripod just for a second, because the way it's locked off at the moment, you wouldn't actually be able to see how ridiculous this is. I am absolutely gobsmacked. I knew I had a lot, but this is ridiculous. So this video is well overdue. I used to be the kind of person who didn't really have very much skincare stuff at all, and now it's just gone a bit nuts. So just to talk you through how I've tried to break this down, I've got a little pile there of kind of cleansing cloths, and I've also got a sponge as well. I do have a big stash of cleansing cloths somewhere, but those ones are currently being used on rotation, so those are ones I haven't even touched yet. This is all kind of like body stuff, those are masks, those are kind of toners and things that I would use for the toner step, so whether it might have a little bit of acid to it or something. These are all moisturizers, whether they be daytime or nighttime. those are all my samples that I collect. Those are cleansers, those are hand creams, face oils, and then this is a kind of collection of stuff I'm not quite sure how to divide down, because we've got a ton of ordinary stuff, which is just like confusing. And then we've got like serums, retinoids, that kind of stuff. So it is kind of treatment-y things. Oh, and a little stash of eye creams as well. Okay, so I've broken things down a little bit more. I've gone through my tin of samples and I've now put them in each of the piles as well. But just to show you what I've managed to do, because I think this is all I'm going to have for here, this is what I have managed to declutter. So just to quickly go through it, this is a sample of the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, which you guys know that I don't like, so I'm not going to keep that one. This actually isn't Amoravitza's Queen of Hungary Mist. This is something else in here, so I'm going to empty this out because I don't like it, and I'm going to find another use for that because it is a lovely bottle. This cleanser, wowzers, I cannot believe I still actually have this in my possession because it's the worst cleanser known to man, so that's going in the bin. This cleanser I know I don't like, I just don't get on with it. It's a really weird consistency and there's just no point in keeping a cleanser I don't like because I've got so many, so I'm going to be throwing that one. Then I've got a couple of toners here. In fact, I think what's in that Amoravitza bottle is this toner, maybe. I think I was maybe thinking about just misting it on my face. So I'm not a big fan of that one. I know a lot of people are, but it leaves a residue on the skin. So that one's going to be going. And likewise with this little dinky one from Clarins, I did use most of it, but you guys know which toner I like, so there's no point in hanging on to something I don't really like. This is from La Roche-Posay. It's a face spray for oily and blemish-prone skin. It did absolutely nothing for me. I am kind of tempted to keep it for when it gets warmer and just mist it onto my face, because I bet that probably feels quite nice. So, do I change my mind about that one? Maybe I will take that one back out and just see whether it does actually do anything which is nice for the summer when it gets really hot. So yeah, change my mind about that one. And then I've just got this little sample here from Clarins, sorry, not Clarins, Clinique, which is pore refining solutions, and it's a serum and I didn't really like it, so that one's going. I've got a Superdrug Naturally Radiant Moisturising Face Oil, which I didn't like, so that's going. And that's pretty much run out. That's a Mitchell & Peach Fine Radiance Face Oil, which I've had a couple of these. I think it's from Latest in Beauty, but that's pretty much empty, so I'm going to put that in my empties box. So that's some stuff that I'm getting rid of. Right, where do I start next? This is going to be tricky because I'm still left with an awful lot. I know what stuff I would like to try right now that I have been patiently waiting to try. I think the logical thing to do would be to group all of the ordinary stuff together, because obviously that's the same brand, and I do have quite a lot of it. I have quite a few treatment things. I've got the rosehip oil, I've got the glycolic acid, which I know is constantly out of stock and everyone wants it. I am currently using that one in the evening, and then I'm using my Lizelle instant skin tonic stuff during the day. Right, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've emptied that drawer back out. This is the drawer where I usually keep all of my day-to-day skincare stuff anyway. I'm going to start putting stuff in here that I know I want to be using right now, or that I am actually using right now. So we'll go straight into the toner pile, and like I said, I am using the Ordinary's glycolic acid in the evening, so that one can go in. And then during the day I am using the Lizelle Instant Boost Skin Tonic, so that one can go in. These two are from Alpha H, and they are pretty much the same thing as the Ordinary's glycolic acid. It's like a toner with glycolic acid, and you use it in the evening. But because I'm using the Ordinary one at the moment, I think I'm going to put these back in the big skincare drawer, just purely because there's no point in using them right now. Queen of Hungary Mist is something that I reach for every now and again, so that one can go in there. What else have we got? I've got a Tarte mist and a First Aid Beauty mist, so let's put those in there. In terms of the hand creams, I do just get through hand creams as and when, so I think I'm going to put those in the big drawer because I will get to these at some point. I've got quite a few different hand creams on the go at the moment. Right, cleansers should be really straightforward because I've got my current cleansers that I'm using in the bathroom. I've got quite a few cleanse and polishes of various different types. I've also got a load of sachets of things as well, including, I forgot I had this, the Eve Lom balm cleanser, so really looking forward to using that one. But I will pop a lot of this into that drawer just purely because I do have stuff that I'm using at the moment. Right, so that's all those cleansers back in there. I think once I've run out of the stuff that I'm using at the moment, I will go back to deciding what to try next. I think I'm going to leave the cleanse and polish for a little while, and I'll probably pick up something else because I've been using cleanse and polish for a while. Right, face oils. I've got quite a few here, and I've got a few samples as well, although I'm not sure why I've put those in with oils because it's not really an oil. That's Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, so that can kind of be used at any point. We'll pop that in the random pile for a second. What have we got? I've kind of been cycling at the moment between using this one from BH Botanicals that I got in my, was that the Look Fantastic Beauty Advent Calendar? And then the Emma Hardy one. But I'm conscious of the fact that I've got stuff I need to also use up. Oh, and I've also been using that one on and off as well, which I think is the Balance Me one from the Marxie's Advent Calendar. This Clarins one I really like, and I love the scent of it, and I was keeping hold of it because I didn't want to forget about it, but that one does really need to be used up because there's not very much left. Yeah, in fact, there's nothing left in there. I think I was just keeping it for the packaging so I could remember the fact that I liked it, so I think we're going to have to stash that one away because there's nothing in there to use. Got a couple of samples. What face oil do I want to be using consistently? Okay, I think I'm going to stick with what I've been doing, which is rotating between these two, and I will explain why in just a second. So in they go. So the rest of these I can put in my backup drawer. The routine that I want to be trying is an Aurelia one because I did actually get hold of a whole routine, albeit in kind of small deluxe sample size. So I would like to try that at some point, but there's just a couple of products that I want to get through first. This pile here is quite confusing, but I do have some eye creams here. Oh, and I think one of those oils has leaked on the bed. Whoopsie. Right, so these are all eye things, and I mean, that one's nearly used up. This Body Shop Aloe one I've been using most of the time lately. This one has been going on forever. This was from a Cult Beauty Spring Goodie Bag. I really should use that one up. I need to be using something consistently. I know. I'm just going to stick all the small little sachets in and just get them gone once and for all. And then we'll just chuck the other ones in there. So back to the confusing pile. These are all kind of serums, treatments, retinoids, acids. Ugh, yeah, and it's about as confusing as it sounds. So a lot of these sachets, I'm just going to pop straight in there. All of the ordinary products, I feel like I need to know a little bit more about what I'm doing with them, even though I've had them for the longest time. But if I'm going to come up with a routine, I think I need to speak to Deciem first. Right, so what are we left with? I've got an Emma Hardy serum. Oh, I've got lots more sachets. I think the sachets I'm just going to chuck in there for a minute. That's part of the Aurelia one that I want to try at some point. Right, I think I'm going to keep things really straightforward, and I'm going to go on a bit of an Emma Hardy thing. So I'm going to put the Amazing Face Vitamin C serum in there. From an exfoliator point of view, these are, what were they again? Rose Hip exfoliating seeds from Emma Hardy. So I think I'm going to put those in there. And I don't think I really need the rest of it. So I'm just going to pop everything else back in here. I'm just trying to streamline things as much as possible. And this drawer is already looking a hell of a lot better than it was beforehand. Right, in terms of me explaining why I'm going on a bit of an Emma Hardy thing, I've been consistently using this big pot of age support face cream and it's nearly run out. I've probably got maybe not even a week's worth of use left, so that's going to go back in there because that I can then put into my empties drawer and that will make me very happy. So that's why I've got a few Emma Hardy things in there. We'll come back to this pile because this is day creams. This is all body stuff, and to be honest, there's not actually that much there, and I've not really got rid of any of it. Although I've got a bit of a question mark over the Rosemary and Rock Rose Botanical Body Cream from Liz Earle because I'm not sure about the scent. But for the moment, I think I'm just going to pop it all, because a lot of this is going to make more sense in the summertime. It's still not looking great in there, but it's a lot better than it was. Right, let's have a look at masks. These are cleansing cloths, so they can go in. And I've also got this Skincare Cleanse and Glow Konjac sponge, so that can go in there. In terms of these masks, right. Now, I need to be upping my mask game. I need to be doing a mask at least once a week. So, actually those are lip things, so they don't belong in that pile, and I've got lip stuff all over the place, so those can go in that for a second. I think I am just going to have to put these on rotation depending on how my skin is feeling, how much time I've got, what I want to use. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put all of these into my skincare drawer if they'll actually fit. This isn't quite going as neat as I thought, but I don't think anyone's got time for me to actually make this look neat at all. I think the main thing I wanted to do was neaten my sort of what I'm currently using thing. Right, so back to moisturisers. I'm going to be good, and I'm only going to use the Emma Hardy one for nighttime, so straight away a lot of these can go because some of them are also nighttime, like that's nighttime. Again, we've got another load of samples here. I think one of these is a nighttime, isn't it? Yeah, that's an Aurelia night cream. Oh, that's one that I'm going to destash actually. I'm going to get rid of that because I remember not being very struck with it, so there's absolutely no point in keeping it, and I've had it quite a while as well. I've actually not done too badly from a decluttering point of view. Oh, love this stuff. The Amoravizza Rejuvenating Night Cream. Gorgeous. Right, what else have we got? I'm just going to put the samples to one side for a minute. I've also got some SPFs in here too. I'm pretty sure there isn't much of this day wear left from Estee Lauder, so I'm going to pop this in here just purely because I want to get rid of it and also remember if I like it. I have been using this one quite a bit that I got from my Look Fantastic Beauty Advent Calendar, and I've also been using that one quite a bit during the day. It kind of depends on what foundation I'm wearing in terms of what moisturiser I reach for. So I'm going to pop both of those in there. Yeah, I think everything else can just go in this skincare drawer until it comes to the point that I run out of something and I need to replace it. Right. It's still rather messy, but I didn't think that this was going to be a one-off video. I think we will be revisiting things, but I suppose it's given you an idea of what's in my current skincare collection. But from a day-to-day point of view, these are the products that I'll be using. So I'm going to be using, during the day, the Liz Earle Instant Boost Skin Tonic, and then one of these moisturisers. Oh, and I also want to use up the rest of that Estee Lauder moisturiser as well, because there's not much in there. And the Clinique Pep Star Eye Cream, because there's hardly anything left in there. And then once that's gone, I've got a few more little eye treatments that I want to use. This one from Fresh is supposed to be amazing. I've heard really good things about it. So I'd totally forgotten I had it, so I'm quite happy I found it. The Queen of Hungry Mist, I'm just going to use as and when I feel like I need it. Oh, I know what I could do with digging out, actually, is one of these, a Moringa Cleansing Balm, because of the fact that I've put these rosehip seeds, because you mix those two together to create a bit of an exfoliator. So, That's daytime stuff. And then nighttime, I'm going to be using the Ordinary's glycolic acid every night, and then alternating between one of these two, and then maybe the serum as well, as and when I feel like I want to use it. And then on top of that, I'm going to be using the Age Support Face Cream Moisturiser. And that is going to run out quite soon, so I'll be needing to dig out something else. And then as a bit of a treatment, I've got the Moringa Cleansing Balm, because I'm trying to use the really nice balm cleansers as much more of a treatment and not a makeup remover. So yeah, quite happy with that. Okay, so I am pretty happy with how I got on. I decided to kind of cut things a little bit short because I was worried about how long this video was going to end up if we really went into too much more detail. So expect possibly another video of this nature at some point in the future, where I'm going to go through what items maybe I choose next that I'd like to try, and then maybe we'll have a catch up at the end of it just to see how I got on and whether I noticed any amazing difference to my skin, although I appreciate it can take quite a while for new skincare to make a difference. But I just wanted to take stock of what I had, get rid of stuff that I knew I didn't really want anymore, but also just try and create a consistent routine where I'm not feeling overwhelmed with all of the products that I've got. I can just reach into my current skincare drawer and know what it is that I'm supposed to be using until I run out of something. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Let me know if you are planning to do the same with your skincare, or are you really good and actually your skincare is already sorted, because mine, I know, was absolutely ridiculous. And when you get gifts and you're subscribed to beauty boxes or whatever the case may be, it just kind of got to the point where I was like, I cannot take on any more skincare. I need to do something about it. So that was where the motivation came from for today's video, and the fact that it's January, I thought it was perfect timing as well. So that is it from me today. I hope you're all really well. Let me know if you're doing the same. Are you getting rid of a load of stuff? I still have lots more sorting out to do. I'm thinking I should probably have a look at my makeup and my hairstyling stuff as well. Something about January that just makes you want to clear the decks and start afresh. Anyway, like I said, that's it from me today. I hope you are all really well, and I will see you again soon. Bye!